weird, trippy thought. And I thought about the first lap dance I got. And then I realized, oh shit, the woman who gave me that lap dance probably looks terrible now
Oh my
because that
god.
was like 17 years ago.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh my
Let's
god.
say,
Yeah.
let's say she was a 22-year-old stripper then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Strippers age like presidents, dude.
I mean,
Like,
okay, that's very general, but sure. Yeah.
am I being a little mean? Maybe, but I
No,
just started to
you're
think to
right.
myself,
Yeah.
you're a stripper in a small town in Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
how many kids does she have now?
It's
How many
probably not
arrests?
top of the class. Yeah.
No, not top of the class. She had a
Yeah.
fake Russian accent that I really appreciated. It helped the whole thing, you
She
know?
put it on real thick for you.
It just didn't feel right. It felt very like just very evil. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
That's fun.
I think her name was like, my name is Natasha, and what do you want me to do? Would you like me to touch my nipples? And I'm like, is this German or Russian? You're kind of inconsistent there. I hope you're not in acting classes here at the University of Michigan. It's
Yeah.
one of those things.
Natasha, why did you choose Northern Michigan of all places to come to from Russia? Tell me about that.
I don't know, man. But we've driven through the country.
Yeah.
You have, I have,
Yeah.
and there are strip clubs in random small towns. I've never been inside them, but I wonder, do they recruit Eastern European immigrants?
I mean, it'd probably be easy for both parties. Yeah. I would assume. I mean, maybe she wasn't fake, dude. Maybe you're just being racist. You know?
Is it? I guess that's a form of racism. You're just doubting someone's accent. What about you, my man? Have you? Do you remember your first time in a strip club? If so, you want to share with the class?
I don't remember like details. So like I'm a suburbs, like I grew up in like the western suburbs. And the club out there was a spot called Diamonds. That was where all the kids would go. Like the St. Charles, Warrenville, Wheaton, Glen Ellen area. And like, I mean, it was a classy joint, dude. Like they had, like, it was pretty, no, like upper Michigan fucking, middle of the week workers there. It was like some all-stars for sure. But yeah, I was like, God, I couldn't have been like a few days over 18. And I've been there. I went a few times, like until I turned like 20. I was never a strip club guy, dude. Like I just didn't get it. Like it was cool to go and like see girls when you were like a kid, but it's just like now it's just like I feel like it's a waste of money. But yeah, I don't remember specifics, man. I'm sorry. It was like I remember it being really nice and smelling really good and like
Oh, nice. I mean,
it was
it
nice.
does smell
They
okay.
did a good job. They did a good job. I didn't eat anything there, thank God. But no, it was cool. It was very classy for what it was. I think it was very classy. Yeah. I can tell you about my most memorable strip club experience though.
Pray tell.
This is not a story that I tell many people. So when I was 19, my dad took me on his annual trip to Mexico for the first time, and we went to Cabo San Lucas, and this was fucking. It was almost 20 years ago. It's disgusting to say that. I feel so old, but like, and we went to the little strip where like all the bars are on this one strip in Cabo San Lucas, and like I didn't know what my dad like gave me and my buddy Tyler like $500 each in cash, and we're just like go party. And so we were like,
Your
all
dad
right,
sounds awesome.
my dad rips, dude. He's the Phil Webb rips. So like we're running around at like 2 a.m. in this foreign country with no sense of what's going on, and there's like hookers in the street. Like this one chick, we were wasted. We found this one chick, and she was like, "I'll do both of you for $300." And I was like trying to be the good guy. I was like, "No, we can't do that." Tyler was like, "Please, dog." So I was like, "No." So I drag him away from the hooker. And there's this little dude. So you remember like Odd Job from James Bond, like the short guy with the suit on, the top hat?
Oh, of course, because you weren't allowed to be him.
Yeah, you play Goldeneye. You know the
If you
rules.
played Goldeneye, you couldn't be Odd Job.
You're an
It's
asshole.
not fair.
Right. So this Odd Job looking dude is like standing on the edge of the street where like all the clubs are. So it's like starts to get dark and like neighborhoody a little bit. And he's like beckoning us over. He's like, come here. I got, you guys want to have some fun? And Tyler's just so like down to do whatever. He's just like, James, come on, bro. So we go over there. And it's the stupidest thing I ever fucking did. And we follow this guy into like, he opens a door to this like apartment building. We go up like 3 or 4 flights of stairs and a door opens to what I thought was going to be where we would get murdered in someone's house. But it was a fully operational strip club, like in the most inconspicuous looking place, like in like 1,000 square, like 2,000 square foot, like 20-foot ceiling, like lights, the whole thing, whatever. Like you thought you were transported into it was basically diamonds in like on like the fourth floor of this apartment building. But it was like empty, and it was Saturday night, totally empty except for like 3 girls dancing. It was really kind of sad. And then 2 girls just immediately like walked over to us, dragged us to the champagne room, and started dancing. Tyler got full service, or close to full service. I was like, no, thank you. I don't know what's going to come back with me. 10 minutes later, we left. Can't believe we didn't die. Some more shit happened that night that I won't go into. But that was my most memorable strip club experience. Was almost for sure another universe. I was murdered in that building. But it was cool. It was fun. I'm alive. So
no, dude, that's part of it, man. The whole stories thing. And you mentioned previously, you're like, oh yeah, when you're young, strip clubs are fun. When you get older, they're a waste of money. Yeah. No, they're always a waste of money.
I disagree. I hard disagree.
I mean, come on.
If you're like 18 and you're getting out in the world, you're like learning about how, shit works or whatever, go to a strip club and like see like how seedy it gets or how fun it gets. Like you can learn a lot. Excuse me, when you're like 18, between like 18 and 21 by going to strip clubs. If after 21, if you're going to strip clubs, you're an absolute fucking scumbag and you like don't talk to me. But before that, dude, like get out there, experience some fun. I don't regret going when I did, but I definitely stopped going after I turned 21, So,
okay, I'll get behind that. 18 to 21 is your strip club prime sweet spot.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any bills, right? You're young. It's kind of like a fun thing to do. You're paying for the experience more than anything.
Yeah.
You show up with sweatpants on, right? You got, light gray. Let that little drippage show. Don't be those guys. Okay, guys. But I'll say this. If any women are listening, you need to know the strip club is like, if you go to one in Mexico, some shit will go down like James just said.
Yeah.
95% of strip clubs on the planet, though, the dude sits there, hands at his side, can't touch the stripper at all. Because if he even grazes her side boob, there's some dude who's like 6'4", who's been dying to punch someone in the back of the head all night long.
Yeah. No,
right?
Definitely not like that in Mexico. It was, please touch me, please. And I was very kind. I was like, no, thank you. But yeah, if you do that shit here, you're done. No touch it. Waste of money. If you're going there to do stuff, like don't.
Well, I mean, you're basically paying for the experience, but
Pornhub's free, so
Pornhub's free. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that popped in my head again. I saw it's like this whole degrees of separation. I'm like Northern Illinois. Oh yeah, I remember one time I went to see Northern Illinois versus University of Michigan at the Big House. That was fun. And then I'm like, oh, the strip club. And what was crazy was my cousin's cousin. He at the time was a heavy drinker. We were supposed to find my cousin, strippers because he was the bachelor.
Sure.
So you always find the bachelor, like the main strippers. And then what they do is they humiliate the guy.
Right.
They'll put him up on stage and then they'll like smack him around and they'll be assholes. And it's not like fun. Again, there's so little sexuality goes. I mean, they're naked. So that part's cool. Yeah. But again, like I told you, it's just a big tease and it's more annoying than it is anything at some points.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to find us like strippers. And he's like, I gotcha. And then we didn't, he just disappeared. And then out of nowhere, there was a conga line of strippers came out from behind like the stage and he was in the goddamn middle of it.
Oh,
and we're like, holy shit, look at this motherfucker.
He's cool as hell.
And we're all like, I won't say his actual name. So for the sake of it, Dennis, I got Dennis Rodman card right next to me.
There you go.
We're like, yo, Dennis. And then he sees us and he's like, holy shit, what the fuck are you guys doing here? Yeah. And we're like, we drove you. Are you insane? What is happening right now? And then we saw him again 3 hours later at a 24-hour like Walmart. They were trying to get food at like 4 a.m, and he didn't know how he even got there. It was crazy. I think I found out 3 days later that it was like almost $6,000 he spent in a strip club.
Yo, dude, holy
it's crazy.
Shit! What a legend, bro. Oh my god.
My man Eddie Cologne wanted to chime in here in the chat saying that his first experience is still talked about, and I said, "Pray tell us, Eddie." He said a stripper sucked up a dollar bill and dropped some change. Wow. Wow.